Good afternoon, Chairman Grady, members of the board, and Commissioner Corcoran. I appreciate this opportunity to speak on behalf of the School District of Palm Beach County and share the work and decisions made to best meet the needs of our students. The State Board of Education and our School Board of Palm Beach County share a common goal to provide our students with a world-class education system. This system must prioritize both student achievement and student safety. I believe it's also fair to say that our Governor, State Board of Education, and our school district are in agreement that face-to-face, in-person classroom instruction best meets the needs of our students. I think we were all optimistic back in early June. This school year would provide a return to normalcy with the positivity rates in the 3% range. In fact, our school district's reopening plan released on June 23rd indicated facial coverings would be optional for both students and employees. Then the Delta variant hit and began spreading throughout the community. By mid-July, the positivity rate was 7.8%. Nonetheless, we remain steadfast in our efforts to return to brick-and-mortar instruction. Schools opened on August 10th with a facial covering requirement that included an opt-out provision for parents. After a successful reopening of schools, it quickly became apparent the greater challenge would be keeping our schools open with the transmission of COVID-19 impacting both employees and students. Despite our best mitigation efforts, including enhanced cleaning, MERV 13 air filters, frequent hand washing, hand sanitizer, disinfecting wipes, and the purchase of 13,000 portable HEPA air purifiers, COVID-19 cases and exposures quickly began to mount. We had 4,000 to 5,000 students directed to stay home each day due to either positive cases or potential exposures. By the second week of school, the positivity rate in Palm Beach County had grown to 17.9%. On August 18th, the school board adopted policy 5.326, student protocols due to COVID-19, to address this rapid rise in cases and offset the imminent threat to keeping our schools open and in-person instruction. Specifically, this policy facilitates the continuous operation of the district by protecting the health, safety, and welfare of students, employees, and their families by adhering to COVID-19 district safety protocols. One of these safety protocols, and the reason we are here today, is that students, except those who are medically eligible to opt out, wear facial coverings while indoors. This also applies to all of our employees. This policy further states that facial coverings will not need to be worn when outside or when eating or drinking. And as an emergency modification of the policy, it was to remain in effect for a period of no more than 90 days. Further, as superintendent, I may suspend, revoke, or rescind portions of this policy based on updates and information available from the CDC, state, or local health authorities. The Delta variant proved to be a game changer, proving to be more transmissible and greater threat to our children than last year's Alpha variant. After just 4 weeks of school, our number of COVID cases had exceeded the total number of cases experienced all of last school year. The district's policy is reasonable and necessary to achieve a compelling state interest, specifically to protect students from the transmission of the COVID-19 virus. It is also narrowly tailored and is only in effect for the period of time the community spread of COVID-19 remains high, and there's not a less restrictive means in light of a lack of available vaccine for the majority of school-age students, and a requirement that the board must provide in-person instruction. With that brief background, the school board's policy is consistent with the board's constitutional duty to provide safe schools and its statutory duty to protect the welfare of our students. With respect to Floridians' constitutional freedoms, there has been no judicial determination that a face covering requirement for students is unconstitutional. Nothing in the Parents' Bill of Rights prohibits a face covering requirement. The Parents' Bill of Rights also preserves the school board's power to take action where it is, quote, reasonable and necessary to achieve a compelling state interest, and that such action is narrowly tailored and is not otherwise served by a less restrictive means, end quote. The school board's face covering requirement satisfies these requirements. It cannot be disputed that providing a safe learning environment for all students is a compelling interest for the state board and the school board as a whole. Additionally, the board and I have a specific statutory and constitutional responsibility to ensure the safety of students. Again, a face covering policy was necessary in response to the dramatically and rapidly worsening state of the spread of COVID-19 as a result of the Delta variant. Facial coverings are not a permanent solution, and our district is cautiously optimistic by the recent decline in COVID cases in our community and our schools. Currently, the positivity rate in Palm Beach County is around 6.5%. And as I previously stated, and it bears repeating, the school board's policy is narrowly tailored, as it is only in effect for 90 days and can be suspended or revoked sooner when available information supports doing so. We believe that our policy has been effective in reducing the spread of COVID-19 in our schools. Our district will continue to monitor local health conditions in collaboration with our health professionals and adjust protocols accordingly. I appreciate this opportunity, and thank you.